was way too close! How did that thing just burst into the Opera House? Wait, was that the huge whale you saw in your dream?
So we've met it at last. I understand very well why it has chosen to make an appearance here. That whale does not belong to Teyvat. It is a monster that has traversed the stars, weeping all the while. It has been greedily consuming the energy from the planet's primordial sea, using it to grow. That is the main cause for the rising sea levels. And once it has finished consuming all of the energy contained within the sea, its next step will be...
You said that when the Hydro Archon first created Fontanians out of Oceanids, she filled their blood vessels with primordial seawater.
Precisely. That whale finds the blood of Fontanians nigh impossible to resist. Therefore, when it left the primordial sea, it decided to make its next stop a
We just barely managed to push it back, right? In that case, won't it come back to target—
That is correct. Indeed, it is more accurate to say that we should thank that Harbinger for buying us some time. Without him, the whale would— From the way he looked, he must have been—
That battle maniac. Anyway.
It is too late. It had already— Even if the entirety of Teyvat were to be destroyed, it could still survive. And
That's not— We've come so far.
Indeed. That's not how a grand performance should end.
I'll fight it to the end, no matter what.
So the prophecy will be fulfilled no matter what, huh?
The prophecy. Yes, what has been prophesied will be fulfilled. Just as prophecies are ultimately
What's happening with the aura trees?
I believe it is preparing to carry out the death sentence.
Farina! No, I still need answers.
You...
Sorry. That shocked expression on your face is—
You are not Farina. Who are you?
the sweet sound of bewilderment. Marvelous.
Fusolo. Why did you deceive us?
Oh, that wasn't my goal, of course. Goodness, no. But I had to fool everyone else too, if I was to stand any chance of deceiving the heavenly principles.
Deceiving the heavenly principles?
It's all because of that pernicious prophecy. Dreadful, wasn't it? Everyone doomed to dissolve. One was not amused. In fact, one was positive. She knew full well, and as one of the seven, she also knew full well that one defies the heavenly prince. So yes, As you have no doubt surmised, it was a rather impossible. I spent a terribly long time mulling it over, alone on the ocean floor. And I was almost growing barnacles by the time I finally realized there was only I had to outwit the Heavenly Prince. I'm a genius, I know. I can although, looking back now, it was hardly the but one can only play the hand one is dealt. I did not choose this, any more than I chose to be one of her Oceanid familiars.
So you were also once one of the Oceanids, transformed into a human by Egeria's hand.
Yes, I was. I always dreamed of becoming human. And I still do, even now. In my eyes, to be human is to be part of the greatest opera ever known. After becoming a god, I separated my divinity from my body and spirit, leaving behind only a self that was as naive and bewildered as my past self on her first day as a human being. The me you see before you now is that divinity. And she could feel joy, sorrow, and everything in between. She could be as vain and conceited, or as meek and vulnerable as she. Her strengths were of a kind only a human could possess, as were her shortcomings. But in my eyes, Farina's humanity was what made her perfect. She was perfectly human in every way. The person I always wanted to be. Anyway, so then I cursed her. All part of the plan, of course. The plan to deceive the heavenly principles. Do you still remember the final scene of the prophecy? In order that the prophecy might appear fulfilled, I invited Farina to be an actress, to play the part of the Hydro Archon in the prophecy. Under the curse I placed on her, so long as I, Focalor's divinity, continued to exist, she could not die. But nor was she free to live her life in the pursuit of happiness. Instead, she was forced to take the stage in the opera house, to embrace the role of leading lady. I suppose now you probably understand why your court is called the Opera Epiclese.
But Farina is only human, isn't she? Even though she has had a long life, her mind is no stronger than that of any other ordinary human being. I cannot begin to fathom what she has had to endure.
It has indeed. And although it's been 500 years. And all along, she's been playing her part in the most unimaginably long, unbearably lonely.
Oh, who permitted you to come onto this stage? Now, all right, it is not my intent to reprimand you. There is no need to state your name. Oh, do not jest. Can you not feel it? I am Focalor. The eyes of countless Fontanians are... Dear audience, the performance is experiencing a technical difficulty, but worry not. The guards shall resolve it soon enough.
Building to destiny. My apologies.
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! 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 Ta! Ha! Yeah! Ja! Ra! Ta! Ta! Ha! Ja!
Shadows of fate. Take flight.
Ha! Ha! Yeah! Ha!
Ha-ha. I'm going in. Whirling snow.
Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ha! Yeah! Ja! Ta! Ha! Go!
Decided by destiny. Take flight.
Ta! Ha! Ta! Yeah!
Hey, what gives? The audience is still watching me, you know. Guards? Wait, where are the guards? Guards! Yeah, that's gonna hurt in the morning.
Let's light it up.
Teamwork is dream.
Let me scry. Embrace the ice.
Yeah! Ta! Ha! Ta! Ha! Ta! Ha! Ra! Yeah! Ja!
Fire, fire, pants on fire.
Ra! Ah!
Ha! Delve into destiny.
Ta! Yeah! Yeah! Ta!
Farina. Farina.
Huh? Who's that? Who's calling me? Where are you?
Be not nervous. Be not
Wait a moment. You're... Mirror me? Mirror me.
The prophecy.
What prophecy? The people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only the Hydro Archon.
Oh, very good. You know it well.
What's going on? I can't seem to remember anything clearly.
Yes, it will. And that is why I've come to you. Disaster will come to Fontaine sooner or later. Things will develop just as the prophecy declared. There is no escaping it.
But doesn't that mean everyone will die? I'm a Fontainian just like them. Will I dissolve too?
Oh, don't worry. Magical meetings exist in this world precisely to give people a chance to turn things around. It is the reason why you met me today. I will tell you how to save everyone, but you may have to suffer somewhat.
Oh, so there's still hope after all. Goodness, You frightened me. You spoke so much and with so much certainty. As for the suffering, well, I will admit that the first thing that came to mind was, why do I have to be the one to suffer? But if the prophecy will come true, I'll also die anyway, right? So if I've already met you as my magical meeting in this world, if there were scales, with all the people of Fontaine on one side, and my pain on the other, is it not obvious where the scales should tilt?
You truly are the perfect human, my ideal. I suppose this would also be the justice that belongs to you.
Huh?
Don't worry, it's nothing. Listen well. Fontaine has just lost its Hydro Archon. I need you to play a role, that of the new Archon.
Play as a god?
That's right. You must begin a never-ending masquerade. You must never let anyone suspect your identity. If you can keep it up, then I shall have my way of defying this prophecy. But should your identity be revealed...
But how will I do this? A human assuming the role of a god without being exposed.
Don't worry. What you must do is not to turn yourself into a real god. You simply need to play the role of a god as humans imagine them to be. Being a human yourself, I'm sure you all remember. Your true
I'm still not sure I understand, but I'll try. So,
but
a trial. The Maison, Cardinal. What should I say to most appear like... Ladies and gentlemen, good evening, and welcome to the Opera Epiclese. I'm sure you've all heard about... In truth, I know little about becoming a nation's new god. But as the god Focalor, the god of justice, I shall do... Once again, thank you all for coming. This, I thought...
That's the new Hydro Archon. Is this some kind of joke by the Maison? I would have thought that a being that surpasses humanity would be a bit more...
Hey, did you hear that? She even told us to send her suggestions there at the end.
Shouldn't gods be all-powerful? She's being so modest. What's the difference between her and an ordinary person, then?
If you ask me, perhaps the succession didn't actually happen. She might just...
Wait, what's going on? Right. Mirmi said that I just need to play the role of a god as humans calm down, Farina. Think. Assertive, with a strong sense of presence. Now, I was wondering if some weak puppet were to one day come on to... Well, it seems that you would all see right through them. Having passed my test, you are qualified to witness. You may consider my previous act a door gift of sort. Now then, let us be reintroduced.
Ah, so that was just a performance. How could I have forgotten that we were inside an opera house?
Her personality. It's quite shocking, to be honest, but I suppose it's a better look than before.
Such a fascinating and bold deity. How wonderful! Our future may yet be bright after all.
It seems I've turned them around. My dear people, whether you acknowledge me or not, Whether you trust me or nay, I say to you, keep faith in your ardor for justice. We have heard it said that this nation sinned. No, this won't work. They'll suspect me again. I must play the role that they want me to play. The scales of may law be the prayer on our lips. May judgment there is, so long as...
Lady Farina.
Besides,
That's true,
no need for fright. And do not take what I said before too seriously. Go now.
Lady Farina.
No need. All right.
Lady Farina, here are the latest hydrological reports. As for the specific parameters you asked to take note of, I'm afraid things still don't look good.
I see. It's as I thought then. As your god, I did already expect this. All manner. Really?
I'm...
The day is finally over. I haven't had a moment, but it's good to see that everything's getting on. Maybe this...
Lady Farina, here are the new trial reports for the latest cases, as well as a summary of the follow-up.
There'll be no need for that. I've seen them already. There's no need to go back over scenes I've witnessed in person before.
Lady Farina.
Indeed.
Lady Farina, we're detecting...
Understood. I feel...
Lady Farina, I've heard that Are you crying?
Really now? I didn't even notice. This must be the overflow of hydro from my person. Well, can't quite help being the god. So 100, I never have. All I can do is keep heart. I must maintain this act. And it's
Farina, you don't have to shoulder this burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from everyone.
share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be—
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in someone. Just share it with me. I'm what you'd call a witness.
A witness? Yes. And if he's right, I could, but if things don't play out as— No, Farina, you shouldn't. But what if— Oh, Farina, you've worked so hard for so long. Surely it would be okay to put yourself first for once. Just this once. Is it such an outrageous thing to do anyway? To find someone in whom you can confide your frustrations and sorrows? If you let this opportunity slip through your fingers, it might never come by again. Think about it long and hard. No, I have nothing to say. I am Farina, the Archon of Fontaine. Everything will surely get better. All you need to do, dear spectator, is to witness my performance until the curtains fall.
Fine.
So even Farina doesn't know the truth? You've never once let her in on the full plan?
Yes, it had to be done. To deceive the heavenly principles, you must first deceive yourself. She did very well. If she had let her resolve falter even once in these 5 centuries, Fontaine would have been doomed to the most tragic fate. It seems that trusting humanity was the right decision after all.
I believe that I understand how your deception works, but that is only half the truth. Is it? How would you build on this foundation to save the people of Fontaine?
Ah, good. Of course, the Iudex of Fontaine has pinpointed the crux of the issue. I'm sure you've long sensed that the Oratrice is no simple machine, yes?
I've always suspected that it had its own consciousness. And Lenny did mention that he heard a human voice. It now seems that that person was you, hidden within the machine all along. Am I right?
And then I became one with the Oratrice, taking Fontaine's gnosis with me. Yes, it would seem so, wouldn't it? Alas, your understanding of this device still lacks in truth.
I beg your pardon?
Oh, you have it. And to be more precise, not only will the Oratrice take down the God of Justice, it will also take down the divine throne upon which she— I mean, did you think I would be the sort to enjoy peaceful repose while Farina suffered? My work over these last 500 years has been to constantly accumulate indemnity, but really, some have already discovered that only a small fraction of the energy generated by the device was ever used to provide power. The vast majority had to be accumulated to enact this death sentence.
It was all a part of your plan then? Both the
Indeed. This power, accrued over 5 centuries, could have sustained Fontainians for millennia, but only—
So the the destruction of that divine throne. If I do not misunderstand your intent, you must be—
returning what's rightfully yours to you, of course. In other words, this was all done to return the authority of the Hydro Archon to the Hydro Dragon of this planet.
But...
Oh, what? Getting sad again, are we? The authority of the ancient dragons shall soon be yours once more, O Hydro Dragon Sovereign. And this is the face you make.
all you've done throughout the years is just so you can sacrifice yourself at the very end.
I've never quite seen it that way, you know. Hydro Dragon, don't cry. I must say, had it been within my rights, I would have Egeria stole the power of the primordial sea. And the heaven. I, for my part, am the god of justice. And is it not just that your original powers, speaking of justice, I have always believed that justice. So, if the theft of the primordial sea, then, leaving matter in other, defying at this Udex new.
So when at last, I now understand the true purpose behind this position. In the beginning, I was uninterested in human existence. But these 5 centuries of living alongside them have gradually brought about mutual understanding between us. You are a devious one, Focalors. Things being as they are, surely you know that I could never declare them to be guilty.
The hour of my execution is almost here. For the sinner, the curtain call has come. I know I may not sound it, but faced with death, I find myself a little afraid. Perhaps this is one thing both gods and humans have in common. Farewell, Nervalette. I hope you've enjoyed the part you played these 500 years.
Udex Nervalette, hereby declare, people of Fontaine, your sins are forgiven.
Chinese adventure.
What just happened? Has the death sentence been carried out?
Was that bright light some sort of misdirection? I have a feeling that something huge just happened.
But since we're all still alive and haven't been dissolved, I assume whatever happened was good for us.
It's time to end this. We must mete out punishment to that beast.
Didn't you say just a moment ago that it can't be defeated?
I have gained the strength sufficient to deal with it. Through certain means, I now have the ability to separate the power of the Primordial Sea from that creature. We should seize the opportunity to pursue our quarry. Traveler, now that the oratories can no longer function, I require an executor to help me mete out justice. The root of the calamities befalling Fontaine, the beast that enacts the prophecy. Come with me, traveler. The hour of execution has come. Find a way to attack it from within. I shall share a part of the ancient dragon power. I shall look for an opening. I can feel its sorrow turning into hostility.
Swirl! I'm going in! Let's light it up! Whirling snow!
The all-devouring narwhal cannot resist its instinct to devour. Continue to trigger its hostility, and a chance will present itself.
Let me scroll. Let's light it up! Everybody stand back! Fate is upon you!
I have granted you my protection. Do not fear. Seize the moment and use my power to suppress its roots from within.
My apologies!
Manifest the authority of the ancient dragons. Witness the might of the primordial sea.
Brace the ice! See? Not over!
for helping with the cleanup. It was just supposed to be a short... Well, actually, I had a feeling that it would happen at...
That power. Who are you?
Hyman has an idea. It's just that he gave us the impression that she was, less talkative.
I simply did not have anything to say, so you may speak to me as equals. I have to... That kind of power is wasted on it. It's not cooperative. It eats too much. And I have more important things. All in all...
Miss Skirk?
The point being...
Well, being that this pet almost destroyed an entire nation. So what sort of person is your master? Well, child's master's
Oh, right. So you... His name is Sir Taloji.
Huh?
I am unfamiliar with that name.
Huh. So Master isn't sufficiently famous. How should I describe him then?
The Foul?
Still nothing? Well, how about the Visionary? Vetterfulnir then?
Ooh, that one we've heard. Rhine-Doctor's part of the Hexen Circle. She's hoping...
Oh, so you do know that name. To be honest, I also heard all of those names and titles from my master. I don't actually know them either. But I suppose you understand now, yeah?
Wait! Didn't you...
Actually, that they all such royal as such. The font, in other words...
What?
Not to worry.
In the end, the people will all be dissolved into the waters, and only Farina will remain, weeping on her throne. Only then will the sins of the people of Fontaine be washed away.
All hands, initiate emergency rescue! Hurry! Hey, lend a hand!
Look! The water's receding!
It's a miracle!
Water's receding.
We didn't dissolve. The prophecy was wrong. The prophecy was wrong.
Are you alright?
Yeah.
We're safe.
The prophecy was wrong.
The soil renewed. Old soil can skyship. The various people always call the first researcher mad, but few know what to call the second. And should that latter person achieve... Wow! Paimon barely recognizes the people in the reports.
What do you think? Pretty enthralling, huh? The value for these big scoops lies in their inevitable follow-ups. We'll publish further reports and go into the stories behind those people. Edwin's assistant, Jurier, created a true flying ship, while Navia is leading people in the reconstruction of their home.
Paimon's curious...
And that's exactly what... Oh, this time...
Oh,
Hey!
I'm here to update...
let me introduce you. This is Mr. our resident...
Hello, Miss Charlotte. I'm a big but if you...
I get where you're coming from.
That would be fun.
Oh, you're back too. How are
We finished laying...
Huh?
Well, her reputation's greatly risen after that whole...
There's too much to consider in the reconstruction of Poisson.
Oh, wait just a moment. Do you mind me asking if...
Forget it.
I see you're...
Well, if we're talking about doing things for my sake...
Of course I will. I'm not gonna let him off that easy. All right, then everyone who wants to be in the photo, gather up. And smile.
How did it go? Was it a good shot? Did Paimon look cute in it?
Not bad. Your addition really helped the composition of the picture. All right, hang on a moment. Let me snap a few more shots. All right, that should do it. I'll be back here later anyway, so let's call it a day.
You're very quick.
Speed is also not...
Wow.
I'll hazard a guess that this is how you got that interview at the...
Whoa, you're well informed. Let me make a guess too.
That's a...
In truth, I told him...
You're right.
Stay safe now. And...
Wow, guess we're here again, huh? There's a real
Looks like you've been missing it.
Duke!
Of course.
It's an honor.
No need to...
Of course.
All right then. This way.
Miss Charlotte, do these pictures really need to be published?
It would seem that Miss Lorvine doesn't...
Sir, no.
Now, I might not look it, but I have the boat that... Still, if I...
I have to apologize, but that ship is...
Really?
You already know my answer, I'm afraid. Best you interview our head nurse instead. Or...
Did you really have to use... Well, then,
Is my hair mess...
Things sure are getting pretty lively. Oh, Seems like everyone's here. Would any of you like...
Ah,
Hey, Miss...
Sure. Do I have to smile? So, how have things been?
same old same.
Other than that flying ship.
That's why I did.
You're too kind.
I see. Lots of things happen.
He should...
I'll tell them that.
Oh,
What change can there be as to what Miss Farina's departure will mean for the nation, and if our laws and governance will be transformed? We'll.
Hey, everyone. The photo shoot's done.
Good. In that case, let's call it.
Thanks for your cooperation. Come on, Traveler, let's go.
There'll be.
Maybe. All right. Last stop, the docks. Navia mentioned that she's...
Traveler, Paimon. Ah, and Miss Charlotte, too.
Would you like a magic pocket? What sort of... It's a one trick a friend. You could just make a friend like Fremine here. Isn't that right, Fremine? To be honest, that sounds pretty sweet. Could I...
Lynette sure is working hard to help Fremine socialize.
He was the one who proposed doing this. He even wants to assist in our match.
Yes, I was planning to first introduce Pear as an assistant, and later Fremine himself. In the future, I think we could...
That said, would anyone want to see a diver escape underwater?
Oh, it'll work out.
Lynette, could you come over?
Got it.
My, that Charlotte is rather perceptive. She got rid of everyone the moment she realized I had something to say to you. So, how have things been, Traveler? Father says that you did... Oh, after late...
A diplomat?
Yes, it could have been... Furthermore, I would... I suspect...
But back to the topic. The Gnosis would...
They say that he's returned to Snezhnaya.
That's true. When you think about it, we've had loads of run-ins with...
So shocked by such a simple switching of sides?
Father!
Well, what do you...
Are you going to... take the Gnosis...
That is... Don't be switching my masks. Is something I... Well, that depends on many... As for you, I very much look forward to our next collaboration. Good things cannot be achieved alone, and you've proved yourselves to be great partners. A vision?
And that's a wrap for me. Huh?
Greetings, Miss Journalist. That is correct. So forgive me, but I will not be able to serve as a subject in your article. However, feel free to write as much as you'd...
I would...
The sea breeze is quite pleasant.
Farewell, Father.
Oh, she has such an intimidating presence. I didn't even dare to take a picture. Thankfully, I've already wrapped up all my
Don't be too nervous. Why don't you take a magic pocket before you go? Here, traveler, Paimon.
To move things about?
That's right. I guess. All right then.
Well, guess we sent Charlotte, huh? Shall we go see how Neverlette's doing? As long as he's not so busy that he doesn't have time to chat anyway. The entrance to the fortress! Ooh, he really is there! Go! So, you really are here, Neverlet! Paimon didn't think you were going...
Really? Oh, in any case, you.
Alright, let's... Whoa. So that's what hit Focalord, but Paimon still doesn't quite get what...
For me, Fontani, but so long. In other words,
Focalord must have counted on you to make the... Yeah!
it seems from your expressions that you still have more things you wish to ask. Ask away. I will tell you the truth as I know it.
Hang on a sec. Paimon still get... When we guessed...
So regarding this specific issue, I was just getting ready to share something with you. In truth, I exchanged some further words with that lady named Skirk after sending you two back to the surface. It went something like this.
Well, we're going to head topside to see what's going on.
What next?
The all-devouring narwhal isn't here, so I can finally catch the scent of your power, what it's made of. It is the authority of the planet's primordial dragons, but with something very similar to a god's curse mixed in. It's quite a novel blend. I'm sure I've encountered something like this before. What was it again?
I do not
You should have...
remain. Well, that much, but I fear I have never...
I've been trained. It is only natural, regardless, to live in itself.
What do you mean? This third...
If you're interested, though.
Next time, you will...
I do.
That's what she told me. Whether it would prove useful or not, I wanted to pass that information on to you.
The remains of the third descender? So that...
All the same,
And she's...
if she speaks... I had guessed that you might. That means that.
Like being able to use elemental. No, comparing the Traveler to the Dead Third. That's what you. Once Child recovers, let's get some more answers out of him.
I too believe it unwise to make too many.
All right.
Yes.
But
I suppose that would be the mystery. I suspect not. But once in a while, I too would guess that if life flows. And what?
Ad Astra. Thank you for Ad Astra.
Wow, Mira's really got a lot going for it.
only wish life could be as leisurely as this a little more. Often. So this is a day in the life of the traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time. Time.
Today is a lucky day.
Teamwork is dreamwork!
Phew, time to go.
Let's light it up! I'm going in!
Let me scry. Take flight.
My apologies!
Higher, higher, hands on fire!
Let's light it up!
Today is a lucky day.
Hey, isn't that Charlotte?
I see.
Absolutely. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The Phantom Weasel never acts as you expect. He must have faked his own death 10 years ago using a... Now that he's back, I'm sure the guard...
Couldn't agree more. Thank you, sir, for your time. Now, whom should I interview next? Huh? Hey! What a coincidence! Fancy meeting you here. Perfect timing. So, yeah. Huh? Oh, sorry. Yes, this case is from a decade ago. I guess you wouldn't know about it. Well, not 10 or so. Wow! Precisely. He would just as soon steal a necklace from a rich merchant's safe as he would a toy doll given to a commoner child for their birthday. I know.
Yeesh.
Not A magician when the police... Sure enough, I had to squeeze through the crowd this morning to get a photo as soon as I heard. Here, it's this one.
So, this is the warning letter, huh? What he wrote. 3 now.
Without a what once seemed open and shut.
Uh-oh. If this thief will steal anything that other people value...
Okay, the people have spoken. It's clear that the public are... Let's see, I've got a photo of the letter, my interview... Yep, should be enough bulletin of something. Exclusive. Who should I interview next? I need someone with a more concrete connection to the weasel. Is that who I think it is?
Lenny!
Magic, magician, Caesar! The Phantom Weasel! That's it! Let's go interview Lenny! You see, the original Phantom Thief Caesar was a magician too! And what do Phantom Thieves and magicians have in common? They both have an air of mystery about them. Perhaps there's a connection there.
Are you serious? What sort of a deduction is that?
Oh, relax! My journalistic instinct tells me that an exclusive news story is beckoning. Let's go! No time for delay!
No way! I'm not guessing. Wow, Mr. Magician! How did you know which card I picked?
Oh, it's simple. Come closer and I'll let you in on my secret. Magicians have a special skill called...
Really? Then, what am I thinking now?
Well...
Aww.
And now you're getting a... You snuck up... Of course.
All right.
Hey, Lenny?
Why, hello. We meet again. Are you looking for me? What's the situation?
Well, why don't you guess, Mr.
Oh, please. You didn't believe that...
I'm sure that child would beg to differ.
That was not... That... You guy...
Wow.
Wait, really? No trickery. His warning...
Bingo! So, Lenny, what are your thoughts on this infamous thief?
Angry? Why?
You read his letter.
Huh.
Well, if he is, then his and if he's not, the mere mention. But I've been...
Really?
To be honest...
You're being far...
Thanks for the... A lot of people... Allow me to demonstrate with a quick magic trick. Here, I have a flower. Just an ordinary flower that was picked not long ago. Watch it carefully now. 3, 2, 1.
It's gone!
That's the question. Therein lies the difference between us. Thieves make precious things disappear, but only magicians make them reappear. If I could now invite you all to check your clothes, there might be a surprise.
A surprise? Let me see! It's right there! But how? You haven't moved this whole time!
What an outstanding trick! Sorry, Lenny, it seems that my previous praise was woefully inadequate. Clearly, magic is the superior art form to theft.
Don't worry, I didn't take offense. I just wanted to take the opportunity to perhaps change some of the preconceived since
I can imagine. Coming back to, for example, magicians often, but you used a...
Impressive knowledge. It's no wonder you're such a successful journal. It sounds like...
Well noted. Please feel free to... If there's nothing else, I'll be off.
So, Lenny, are you gonna tell us how you... Aww. You feel it too, right? So...
Not so itchy then. Well...
Magician's assistants? Oh, that sounds fun! Assistants are technically magicians. Also, it'll bring us one step closer to figuring out how that darn trick is done. Shall we go for it?
The first thing we need to look into, but if we're investigating Caesar, his fiancée Gemma is a good place to start. Word is that we should make a...
Another test site.
Whirling snow! Yeah! Yeah! Ha! Ha!
Such a pain.
Sorry.
It's been a while. We're working at...
Thank you. It's good to have...
So what's...
Nope. I've been here a while, and...
How bizarre. Well...